we have a basic trunk speech. And the metaphor is a tree, obviously. Okay, you got a trunk speech. And as Larry was saying, that we have a theme. Better care for more people for less money. What do we want? Better care for more people for less money. And that is what you want to continue to say in the speech. And Larry was showing how the trunk or the basic speech is divided into three parts. There's a section on better care, a section on more people, and a section on for less money. And it gives you the text, and you can read that, you can memorize it, and so forth. But the exciting part about it is that you can create a branch. There's a section of the speech under the better care section. It lists percentages. Like the U.S. is 2060 in the number of primary care physicians per 1,000 patients. Now, a branch for that. I like to talk about. Let's compare that to Europe. In Europe, you know what it is over there? 70% of physicians are primary care physician and 30% specialists. The complete opposite of here. Why is that? And then I'll talk about how those countries very frequently pay for the medical education for those doctors, and they graduate medical school without debt. And so you can go in and say, well, what does that mean? Well, they don't have to become a surgeon or a specialist to pay off their debt. So there's more primary care physicians that make less. Oh, okay. And so that's an example of a branch. Now there's a text, The Healing of America by T.R. Reid. And he traveled the world and compared health systems. A big advocate for single payer. He's from Colorado, and Colorado had the same effort recently. Well, what? Okay, a branch. I could, my branch, and you don't have to say this, but my branch would be, you know who he dedicated his book to? Dwight Eisenhower. Why? Why do you do that? Well, because Dwight Eisenhower, in Nazi Germany and the war and so forth, admired one thing about Germany. The roads, the highways, they were just wonderful. He gets back to the United States and he says, after the war, and he says, my God, if we had to transport material and people from one coast to the other, our highways are two-way roads. 1957, came about the Interstate Highway Act, okay? Borrowing an idea from another country and not being too proud. So there are, the idea is to allay your anxiety about maybe having to come up with a speech. Oh God, I gotta write a speech. You don't have to write a speech. This is the trunk or the basic speech that you can give for that organizational speech. And the creativity that you may want to say, express, or the adaptation to the audience, or your own really interest, you can just branch off at different parts of it. But it's always great to come back to the trunk, which says better care for more people for less money. Anyway, the point of this, to allay your anxiety, you've got a speech right here. This is the trunk speech. You can be creative and create those branches. Thank you very much.